Hello. So, by the time that this video is uploaded, I'm probably already late to this event. Lol. Plave already got their first win on Show Champion. Yay. I'm gonna celebrate with a drawing cause I haven't drawn a finished artwork for months. I'm just gonna ramble because I got nothing better to do. So, how are you doing? Are you doing okay? Are you drinking enough water? I know I don't because I'm fasting. Ramadan Mubarak for all of my Muslim brother and sister. I'm going to draw a simple Bambi drawing. I'm not gonna color this because I'm lazy. First of all, an introduction to Plave. Who is this Plave thing, you may ask? Plave is a virtual pop group that uses CGI and mocap suits. They are not AI, it's not the same. The person that I'm drawing right now is Bambi, the twink. There's 5 members in Plave and I can't even choose one, like if you can relate. I will show you all member later in the video. My very important exam just ended and I'm having so much free time. I hope I can consistently upload every week or month or whatever and not just vanish from the face of the earth. Lately, these past few months I didn't do any finished drawing, in which I think my art skill is not improving. No, I think I want to continue the 300 pages challenge that I never finish in the first place. Because just by looking at how much my sketchbook pages left, I'll probably need to buy a new sketchbook in order to do the challenge properly, so that I can consistently draw. But I also want to do a finished drawing. This drawing actually took 2 days, I think. Event out, it's only a linert. It took me so long to finish. I probably should color it because not gonna lie, it's cooking. I search up ways to draw faster that I think I should put into practice. I need to learn not to zoom too much, which I need to fix. Does anybody have the same problem? I sometimes feel really disheartened when I took too long on an artwork and I have no motivation to continue. The Bambi drawing is finished and we're going to move on.
랩과 보컬과 프로듀싱을 담당하는 은호입니다.
I'm going to start with grayscale and later glaze on top of it. For me, this is the most comfortable way for me to work with. Although it will took me so much time with the rendering. That's probably why it took me so long to finish a drawing. But one thing I always forget is that when using this kind of work style, you should work with full range value or else your drawing will look muddy if you don't know what you're doing. At this stage, I'm just cleaning up part of bald head and skin so that it doesn't look as rusty as hell. Bro, I'm flipping the canvas every 2 seconds, damn it. Blocking in the hair that I use a stroke effect for the outside. It looks so ugly, but it's okay because mine looks uglier. I do suggest using this method if you just want a quick blocking of the shape. Going in with more rendering. I'm so obsessed with rendering, but that is the one thing that is holding me back. So I just want to ask anybody that is watching this, do you wear socks in your house? I don't even know why I'm asking this stupid question, just curious, honestly for me. I don't wear socks in the house because why? That just means more laundry for me to do because I'll be wearing different socks every day. Well, probably because I'm super lazy. After finishing with the grayscale, we can move on to coloring. This is really easy with the help of color balance and tone curve. Make sure you do a selection for every part that have different color. At first, your drawing will look dead, so let's take advantage of blending mode. Brew will look at how much layers I'm using. That's crazy. Fixing some of the parts that need some fixing. Starting with a new drawing now with all the members. I skipped the first draft because it's not interesting. My workflow starts with the sketch to make sure I'll be able to understand it. It's not going to be that clean because in the end we'll draw over it. But the drawings still need to be understandable. So let's talk about more Plave because I don't know what else to talk about. So, from left to right, we have Noah, Hammond, Ejin, Yunho and lastly Bambi. I swear their live is so funny even with the language barrier. Did you all know that Plave will be having a new light stick soon? I'll need to be saving money because I'm for real broke. For the idea of this artwork is actually wanting them to spell P, which is the fandom name. I initially planned to make Yoonho do a heart, but my dumb self forgot to add it. I love the way Noah looks in this drawing, he's such a princess. The sketch is finally done, so now we're going to move on to grayscale like the previous drawing. This part is going to be the longest, that took 90% of my time. Blocking in all of the parts first before we start rendering. At this point I'm trying to go each member at a time, rendering is so long, haha. Rendering. I skipped no left hand because I don't want to face my problem. Although ham and cloth is not finished yet, we're just going to move on. Yijin is much more easier because there's no foreshortening. Yoonho is also not too hard because it's just his head sticking out. Bambi's face is also looking pretty good. I love the way he pouts. Rendering. Cleaning up the hands to make sure it looks good. The hand is not too hard since I use some references. Rendering. One way that I would recommend is to use stroke effect to erase spots that you don't notice so that, when we're adding background, it will not have random white excess. Using a very vibrant blue to seed the area that aren't covered in white. Go in with the color adjustment before we do any glazing. At this point of the stage is where I separate everything to its own layer, the skin as one layer, each member cloth as their different layer. using the color balance to add the skin tone. Also using soft light blend mode to add more color and makeup and eye color. After finishing with the skin or face, I do the same thing for the hair. Again, color balance and tone curve. When we're done with that, adding the shadow with multiply for certain parts that I forgot to add when rendering. At this stage, I'm trying to make the color look harmonious with each other because it looks quite weird and plastic. Playing with gradient map because honestly, I don't know what I'm doing. Adding the background to see if it fits. As you can see, it looks weird and the foreground doesn't go well with the background. But before we add more filters to make it darker, I will fix and add some details because we love the details, don't we? Oh yeah, I drew with this red brush to see the arms, but we can't even see it, so I don't see what's the point. Adding more shadows, but honestly though I don't know where the light source is coming from. Boy is zooming in so fast, slow down bro. Finally, putting the multiply layer on top to make sure it goes well with the background. But before we end it, adding some rim lights will never go wrong, and also using outer glow effect to make shine more. Rendering. Lastly, add the grain on top, it looks so good. Just some more tiny adjustments before I finish it off. And that's it. I hope you will love it. The making of this video took me longer than expected because my editing software is laggy with my potato laptop. Okay, that's all. Bye.